Hi everyone, it's Kendall here. So today we're just doing a get ready with me. Wanted to talk to you guys about plans for the channel, talk to you guys of just how my life is going, life updates, plans for the near future. Makeup is going to be super chill. I'm not doing a whole lot today. I just want to do some like beautifying makeup. I'm here in my Winnie the Pooh pajamas, so you know it's lit. So I got sent some stuff by a company and I've since given most of it away to friends because I didn't think I would like it. But this is one thing that I wanted to keep. This is the Super Clear Sun Stick, clear and transparent sunscreen. It actually comes in like this little deodorant type thing. My thing that I was curious about is, since this is supposed to be clear and transparent, does it like flash back when I'm on camera? So far it looks so good. Okay. If this works, my life has changed, because it gets really annoying because I can't wear sunscreen on camera because it flashes back so bad and people be hitting me with the, see, like, I think you're bleaching your skin. Like, I can tell you're bleaching your skin. And I'm like, it feels kind of like a primer. Oh, it's actually nice. It also gave me like some little glow thing going on. And since I'm not going to be wearing foundation today, that sounds like a good thing to me. So I have so much I want to talk to you guys about because I don't know, like, I don't really sit down and talk to you guys that much. But recently we started the whole doing live streams on YouTube now. And to be honest, I should have been doing that the entire time, but I don't know, I was trying out different platforms and seeing how things worked and seeing if you guys liked it being separated, and I've just come to realize it's very, very inconvenient for you guys. Sometimes a lot of you guys come over to like my Instagram lives, but those are very like impromptu ones where I like sit down and sit there for like a little while. Those are a little bit more not planned out, but they are scheduled. I do plan to do them at the same time every week, so hopefully if you guys want to hang out with me, then I will be there every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so come hang out with me. It's a lot of fun. We always talk about some really interesting things there. By the way, I'm using the Fiona Styles concealer. This is the full cover perfect finish concealer in number 9. This one's kind of like my all over skin shade, and I'm just putting it on kind of like my general discoloration. I'm also using a dry sponge. I know a lot of people like to wet their sponges, but when I'm trying to do something that's really natural and minimalistic, I prefer a dry sponge because it soaks up some of the product like that. Like, you can see all of my freckles and stuff still, and that's kind of what I wanted to keep intact today. I plan to do another month of Storytime Sundays for September. I'm really excited about that. I wanted to do at least a month. Maybe I'll do 2. I know you guys really, really like story times. And kind of one of the things is like, one of the things that I care about most when it comes to like my channel is being very straightforward and forthright with you guys. And let's be real, if you have real stories about things, you're not gonna have a story like every day. And I try to like explain that to people. Like, I'm not gonna compromise my integrity by just making up a bunch of fake stories just to have content that I know you guys like. Like, I know story times are popular. I really care about my integrity and how I present myself to you guys and how I feel about myself. I personally wouldn't like feel good about myself if I knew I was making like, you know, a bunch of videos that I know are not true just to get you guys to watch it. But funny enough, the real things that happen to me when I go places are actually funnier than like fiction, so like why would I even lie? But the only reason I see why people lie on like story times is like because the sheer volume of stories that people expect you to have. Like, who have these lives? Like, I don't have that life. By the way, this is the same concealer, but it's a shade lighter, and I'm gonna put that under my eye. Maybe I'll mix it with the other one. You know, I'm not discrediting. I'm sure there's some people that actually have lives that are that dramatic. But I don't think it's worth it. Like, I don't want to have to live through all of that just to make story times. Like, if your life just happens to be that dramatic, or it was that dramatic at one point, you might as well, you know, spread the knowledge of, you know, the mistakes you made or the mistakes that other people made and how you learned from it and all that. So that's cool. With that said, I am really excited about Storytime Sundays because I feel like, you know, I get to share my little experiences with you guys, because a lot of times I don't end up telling these stories to that many people because I don't know. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird to, like, it's awkward to just bring it up. Like, yeah, that one time I went to a love hotel. Like, yeah, that one time I woke up in that shepherd grandson's house. Like, yeah. Yeah, that one time I got stalked. Like, yeah, it's just not something that comes up that often unless it's just like I'm going out of my way to bring it up because I just want to talk about it. But ooh, my skin is looking good. Whoa, whoa, holy crap. Wow, this thing is dewy AF. I'm gonna have to powder. I do feel a little moist, like a little sticky. Interesting. But that finish is beautiful. I am not mad at it, but it's gonna have to be powdered. A lot of people have been asking me about like freshman advice, like Kendall, what were some things that helped you your first years in high school, your first years in college? And to be honest with you, my first like few days in high school were pretty rough. I think it was because I expected it to be pretty rough, and therefore it was. I went to a school that it was a neighborhood school, and everybody that went to the school went to the same middle school. So basically I was the only person that literally knew no one. So I had to kind of find my way in the middle of all these people that already had like a friend group. They came with a friend group, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm just here. I ended up meeting some really cool people, and I ended up meeting some really not cool people. And, you know, I learned along the way, I'm better off just being myself in everything I do, because the good people will stay and the bad people kind of don't want to be bothered with who I really am anyway. So good riddance. You kind of just delve into the things that you're interested in and focus on that. And when you do that, you meet people that are also interested in the same things that you're interested in. So it's like you don't have to fight against the tide to be, you know, accepted. At least I didn't find that I had to, and that was such a blessing, because I feel like I had a very atypical high school experience. It was so chill. My entire high school thing was so chill. Also because I didn't really feel the need to go out of my way to, you know, fit in. I was like, okay, I'm weird. There's nothing really I can do about that. So either I find some more weird mofos to be weird together, or I'm all right with just kind of like chilling on my own. What's always happened to me, it's really funny because I've kind of said this before to you guys, like I'm not the most social person in the world, and very recently I'm trying to like break myself out of that, because I feel like, you know, life's too short to just kind of hate people. To be very honest with you, you know, I've kind of been more social, especially in this last time that I went to Korea, because I got to meet you guys. But I don't even think of you guys as like the basic ass people that I meet now. Like, you're people that kind of get me, and I know that you get me because you wouldn't, you know, you wouldn't be talking to me, I assume, if you didn't like get my my humor and kind of how I think about things. Disagree with me and like we can have conversations about it, which I just honor so much. I just love people that are willing to have those conversations, and I feel like we've really made a community like that in my comments and in my on my channel in general, and I'm just very, very proud of that. And our community is getting bigger, and we're having a lot of fun, and I just think that's so great. But yeah, I'm trying to be more social overall, because I'm so comfortable with not talking to humanity. I could see myself completely excommunicating myself from the rest of humanity, especially doing YouTube. Like, I don't need to see people per se. I'm in the talks about some collaborations with some people that I really like, and my kind of thought processes on doing collaborations overall is kind of like, I know some people don't like to do collaborations unless the person is like really close in subscribers, or like way above you in subscribers and stuff like that, which I think is just stupid. Well, it's not stupid, it's just for a different reason than why I would do a collaboration. I like to spread the love for people that make really good content. And I personally get really annoyed when people that make really good content are just completely ignored. I don't think I make the best content in the world, but I'd at least like to, you know, spread the love to people that do make some really good content. You know, if you follow me on Twitter, I'm constantly like sharing new music and sharing new YouTube channels and stuff, because I just love doing that. YouTube is a big place. You know, we all have room to grow and to find our place here. That looks really good. Whoa, that looks really good. In person especially. On camera it's still looking a little oily, but in person that looks so good because I can still see my like freckles and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm living for this moment. Do some like bushy AF brows, as if I don't already have bushy AF brows. So I've also been on like a health kick-ish, like it's been like waxing and waning, and I really need to get myself back in the good mindset. To be honest with you, the thing that's kind of like ruining the health kick mindset right now, not ruining it, but kind of setting it back, is honest with you, is very much so logistics. Like where I live, it's not very normal for people to just go outside and do anything. I live in the city, straight up. This is not the suburbs, so like people aren't going to like jog and whatnot around here. Also not even sure if that's like the safest thing to do. Everything is an effort. It's not like I'm walking to classes anymore. I have to go out of my way to do every activity that I do, and it's just a lot to think about. But yeah, some of you guys have noticed that I lost some weight since I was in school. Since that time, I've lost somewhere around 20-25 pounds, which I'm really excited about because I felt terrible back then. Like I just had to lose something. I didn't know how much I wanted to lose and how much I should lose, but just at least something, because I wasn't feeling good. And some of you guys have noticed, because like you don't see my body very often, but you see my face, and so my face looks significantly smaller than it was a few months ago, so that's good. And I know some people were asking me like, what have you been doing? And to be honest with you, everything I've been doing has been very, very much so a mental exercise for me, more so than like, I need to count so and so calories, I need to do this and the other. It's like I've been sitting there trying to understand my mentality and what leads me to eat terribly and what leads me to eat healthy, because I like healthy food. It's not like I don't like it. But when it comes down to, I've come to realize, is the reason why I eat unhealthily is because of convenience. Don't get me wrong, I have been trying to eat healthier and exercise and all that, but more than that, I've been really kind of trying to shift my motivations for why I want to lose weight, because losing weight isn't really that important when it comes down to it. I could stay the exact same weight, but if I'm healthier, that's all that matters. But I could tell that I wasn't being healthy. One of the things that I've been thinking about recently is like, you know, like when you see dieting ads or when you see anybody that's talking about their weight loss or what have you, they're always like, oh, I just hated my body so much and I just wanted to make a change. And just one day I just sat there and I was like, why is that always the motivation for why people lose weight? Why do you have to hate yourself to make a change, you know? And that had kind of always been my motivation for starting diets, and shocker, it didn't work, because as soon as you lose 5 pounds, suddenly I don't hate myself anymore. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. So then, like, what do you do then? You gain the weight back to get back to that place where you hate yourself and you're at rock bottom, and then you're like, oh yeah, let me make a change in my life. And it was just a very vicious cycle. And so one day I decided that I don't want that to be my motivation for why I treat myself better. I want to love myself no matter what size I am, and because I love myself, I want to do what's best for my body, and right now I haven't been doing what's best for my body, so time to change that. Because it's just a very detrimental thought process, because when you start thinking, I just want to lose weight, I just want to be skinny, I want to be this, that, and the other, you'll do that by any means necessary, and that's not really the focal point. The focal point is to be healthy and also to be sustainable. So kind of that's the mindset I'm having right now, and it's been working pretty well. I had a giant slip up when I was in Korea, because you know, it was a lot of fattening food, and you know, it was a vacation, but now I'm back, so we gotta, you know, get back to the good place of, like, you know, eating healthy. To be honest, while I was over there, I wanted vegetables, but I had people with me that were like, yeah, samgyeopsal, and I'm like, I like samgyeopsal too, but like, God, for every meal, or pizza or pasta, and I'm like, I could have had that at home. Like, to be honest with you, I came for the like legit Korean food, which by default usually isn't that fattening or isn't that unhealthy. It tends to be quite balanced, but I didn't get that very often. The only time I got that is when I went out of my way to kind of go find it. But you know, whatever, I'm back now, and I've come to realize that the only way I can eat healthy food at this point is if I cook it. And I don't like cooking, but you know what? That's just a sacrifice I'm gonna have to make. The more I have to cook, the more I teeter around with the thought of vegetarianism, because I hate touching raw meat. Like, it has nothing to do with like any other reason than I just really hate touching raw meat. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate it so much. And I just kind of want to never do it. So if there's a way for me to never touch raw meat, which i.e. be a vegetarian, then I'm kind of down for it. But let's be real, I really like chicken strips. But I applaud all of you vegetarians out there that have the willpower. A friend of mine just recently went vegan. So proud of her because she seems to be doing really well and she seems to be liking it. So kudos to her. I would love to eat some food with her, but will I go vegan? Probably not. Even if I was gonna go vegetarian, I highly doubt I'd go vegan because it just seems like something that I personally could not sustain because it's hard enough for me to cook for myself anyway, let alone like cook really involved meals. Then I don't see that happening, but all the power to my vegans out there. So for lips, I'm gonna use my good old April Skin Magic Oil Tint in Scarlet. Number 1. This is such an easy tint. I love these like gloss tints because they're just so simple. I want to be cute and effortless. Pop on an oil tint. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. I'm gonna use my fingers around the edges. I was gonna put a highlighter on, but I don't think I need it. Now this last trip to Korea was a whole lot of fun. A lot of stories were made, so I'm excited for Storytime Sunday to start, and also for maybe I can even go into a second month because I have a lot to say to you guys. I will say there was a lot of stuff that happened that I can't really talk about. No time soon at least, but it was a blast. I'll just say that. All right, I don't know which setting spray I should use. Maybe I'll use like a matter one just so it's like not overkill. This is the Style Nanda Makeup Fixer Mist, the 3CE Style Nanda. This one doesn't really have a lot of like radiance in it, so that mist is super fine. I almost can't feel it on my face. And there you have it, just a quick get ready with me. Very, very chill. I kind of want freckles though. Should I put freckles on? I don't know if I just ruined it, but there I go. I don't even know if you can see that on camera. I got hella freckles. That looks good to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little chill chit chat, get ready with me kind of spiel. Don't forget to join me on live streams every Sunday where we can spill all the tea and just talk and be chill and be merry and whatnot. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.